Have you raised your mortgage after the first year of living in your new house? You don't know why this has happened? When house prices rise, so do your bills. I invite you to watch our next video where I will show you why this has happened and why I take you by surprise. Here's what you should know. Good morning, friends, and welcome to our root canal. My name is Andres Mamuka, and above all, I would like to give a big hug to all those who have sunk into my channel from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic for new property owners who have been surprised by the increase in their mortgage payment after the first year living in their new home. Initially, you should reach out to your bank to understand the cause. It's probable that the appraised value of your property has risen. Whether you participate in the current hectic real estate market or not, this still impacts you. The nationwide rise in house prices by 16% over the last year, with even greater increases in some areas, poses a risk of higher property taxes. Across entire neighborhoods, therefore, a new home buyer not only faces potentially higher monthly expenses than the sales publication suggests, but the increase could also mean new financial stress for already established owners. There is also pressure to increase property taxes due to shops that have closed and offices that have been vacated. During the pandemic, the value of home is increasing and that of commercial properties is decreasing, so your share of the total local budget could increase. Property taxes are one of the biggest concerns people have as they approach retirement age, and it is smart to pay attention. Whether you are looking to buy a home or not, keep these points in mind. Location is everything. Property taxes are relatively simple. A local government assessor determines the value of your property, and then you pay a percentage of that value in taxes. But the impact of these taxes is far from uniform. Tax rates vary widely from state to state and even from city to city. Think, for example, of a house that is currently worth $350,000 in the suburb of Beachburg, in what Liberland, Ohio. In 2019, he had a 35 property tax bill of $5,300 in the neighboring town of Shaker Heights. A similar home had a bill of $10,200, almost double that of the home and barely more than a measure of distances. What if we go to Mongover and Mama? An even larger home that sold for $400,000 had an annual property tax bill of only $1,300. In general, property tax rates tend to be higher in urban areas, in regions with fewer tax businesses, in communities with well-funded public schools, and in states with much lower income taxes. In virtually all areas, condominium apartments pay the same tax rate as independent homes. Buyers can pay more than sellers. If one owner pays a certain amount in property taxes, the next owner won't pay. They won't necessarily pay the same. That is particularly true. It is a booming market like the current one. In Florida, for example, once a property is established, it is your primary residence. Your property taxes cannot increase more than 3% a year, no matter how much the value of the home has increased. However, once you sell your property, that limit is erased and the appraisal value of the home could end up being much higher, based in part on the sale price. Many real estate agents explain this to potential buyers, and this is a problem. And here's where the surprise comes in. To avoid the impact of property taxes when considering a purchase, crunch the numbers in your possible new city or state. Get advice and research your local property tax system to find out which sections you can opt into. Many real estate agents do not pay attention to this detail and then encounter frustrated buyers who complain why they never explained this to them. Many years ago, I learned to face these problems head-on and advise my clients on this topic. I always put in writing in the contract of sale and purchase or purchase and sale what could happen in the market of your property regarding taxes, and I always advise that you seek information on this topic before making a decision. Remember, when you are buying the property, the loan company takes the current taxes on your property as a reference when making the loan. That number will vary after the first year, when you arrive at the first appraisal of your property with the new appraisable value. Many local governments offer information and tools on their websites, such as a property tax calculator, or you can call your local appraiser's office for more information. If there is no information at the local level, contact the State Department of Revenue. A lot of times you have to do a little detective work. Another point to take into consideration is that with age comes discounts. Almost all states offer some type of tax exemption for older homeowners. Usually when you turn 65, and sometimes only if you are a low-income resident. Exceptions can take many forms: a credit or refund or a tax deferral, a freeze on rate increases, and even a reduction or limit on the increase in the appraised value of your home. In Alabama, for example, residents over 65 are completely exempt from paying property tax. Even if you might get a county tax bill, stay alert for special provisions for, say, Massachusetts. You can claim retroactive credits if you forgot to claim them. In the previous 1 year, Colorado counties allow people over 60 to reduce part of their property tax bill by volunteering at a county agency. Another point to take into consideration is that you could also appeal. Home values are revalued periodically for tax purposes, perhaps every 2 years. However, the results are not always fair. For example, a recent study found that, on average, appraisals across the United States undervalue the most expensive homes and overvalue the least expensive ones, placing a greater burden on homeowners with lower incomes. If you believe your home has been assessed incorrectly, you can appeal the decision. In my personal experience, I have seen that on many occasions, appeals work for people of all ages. Procedures. Appeal procedures vary by location. They can be in person or online in a combination of both. But a good place to start is the website of the tax assessor for the county where you live. First, make sure the property data the appraiser has used to evaluate your home is correct, including square feet, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, and year of construction. Then, request your city's comparable sheet to evaluate which similar properties were used to calculate your property value. City officials may have more help than you think. You can also check recent sales of comparable homes in your neighborhood by asking a real estate agent, but keep in mind that an appeal can also end up raising the appraisal. Before filing an appeal, it is important to analyze the information you have. Instead of appealing, you can hire an authorized appraiser yourself who will charge you a fee or work for a part of what you save. A local real estate agent may know someone who is familiar with your area and could help you as well. Don't ever think you're alone in facing this. There are a multitude of resources available. If you're having trouble paying the ever higher property taxes, you have many options. Reach out to your local government first. Your property tax website likely has contacts or detailed information about the steps you can take. Many states provide tax exemptions based on various factors such as income level, military service, or disability. With substantial financial assistance in the form of reduced property tax bills, tax credits, or even cash refunds, financial well-being experts or advisors are able to help you thoroughly evaluate your finances. They can teach you how to adjust your budget so that you can better manage property taxes and other recurring expenses. That's it, friends. I hope you liked our talk today, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will subtract them and I will be responding through them. In our next video, we will continue talking about other factors that influence the value of your property to continue to increase over the years. And something I want to touch on is what you shouldn't do when you're in the market buying a property. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive notifications of upcoming videos I'll be posting. Also, share this channel with friends and family so that together we can keep learning more about real estate daily. Until next week. God bless you all, and thank you so much.